Guys,
I wouldn't mind adding one thing.
Yeah, please.
My advice would be follow your highest excitement to the best of your ability without the need for it to play out exactly the way you want it to play out. And dude, your life will become magic. Trust yourself. Quit asking other people what to do. You know what to do. Trust yourself. And that's it, bro.
That was a nugget.
I think, I don't know, we should just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun. So
Good morning. What's going on? I'm done with my 7-city tour. This 7-city tour. It was fun, man. I met some amazing people. You know, I've mentioned before that when I meet these people, you know, they're family. They really feel like family. I feel like I've known these people in other lives, for sure. It's awesome. I am thinking about continuing on. Instead of going back to Mexico, I don't know how I would do it. You know, we're thinking about maybe like buying a cheap RV and just continuing to do it for like the next 2, 3, 4 months. Just driving around and going to different states and doing, you know, facilitating reconnections and healing sessions. And I don't know how we're going to do it. It's funny because I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like I never worry about like what's going to happen. It's kind of interesting that, you know, I'm staying with my my dad and my stepmom, who we haven't seen forever, and so my kids are just getting some really good quality time with their grandpa. And I mean, I just absolutely love my dad. He is just like, he is good stuff, man. He's really cool. And I've always kind of had you know, and I love my stepmom, but you know, we're completely opposite. Like if we took 100-question test, we would probably be different on 100 of them. I mean, we are polar opposites. And but you know, I love her to death. But man, it's been really interesting because, you know, I've mentioned in my videos that you know, if you're at a certain frequency and you're around other people that are a different frequency, there's really 2 options. One option is for that person to rise to your frequency, and the other option is for this person to get the fuck away from you. They are doing everything in their power to get away from you. And so it's really interesting because that's kind of like what I have going on here in Ohio. It's like it's really interesting to watch it from my perspective because, like, I just freak her out. Like, she can't handle like the way I live. Like for instance, so when we're in Hamilton, we're still in Hamilton, but one of my reconnections was with this guy who lives in Michigan who drove down with his buddy, and just right off the bat, I just knew that I knew these guys. You know what I mean? Like there's just no doubt in my mind. Like I could just chill with these guys. Like we're just kind of like brothers, you could say. And so he says, "Man, why don't you come up?" He goes, "I got a place in Michigan. It's on 50 acres. There's no Wi-Fi. It's right on the river. You know, I got quad runners. I got side-by-sides. I got kayaks." And, hey, Peem, stop. He said, "Man, you should come up, you know, come up for 3 days. Just chill. You'll have an amazing time with your family." And so right away I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to Michigan. And so, you know, we're actually leaving tomorrow. But don't have the address for the place yet. You know, I'll just text him and say, hey man, what's your address? And I'll just drive up. Like, why do I need the address now? I don't need the address. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I met this guy. I know this guy. And so, you know, like my stepmom would be like, so where you going? I go, I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, that just like, that just blows her mind. Like, she would have to have plans, exact plans, down to the detail. Because if she doesn't have plans, she can't handle, you know, variables. You know what I mean? Like, she lives in a black and white world, and I live in a gray world. And I mean, that's cool. It's all good. But I don't need plans. I mean, me and my wife and our kids, because they're with us, we live in the now so much. I mean, we're living it. We don't have a home. I mean, we got a place we can go back to in Mexico, but you know, we're just being pulled with our instinct. And you know, if I would have said, okay, man, as soon as we're done with Ohio, we're going to head back to Colorado, and then if this dude comes along and he's like, hey man, I got this amazing place on 50 acres in Michigan where you can have it all to yourself, you know, with quad runners and blah 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 and all this stuff, I'd be, oh no, I ain't got time. But now it's like, yeah, dude, that sounds good. So, yeah, man, everything's good. So back to, but I am going to, I'm not really feeling pulled to go back to Mexico right now. Like, it's not like, oh, I got to get back to Mexico. So I don't really, and I have enough people. You know, I got like 5 or 6 people in this state and 5 or 6 people in this state that I could actually just like go down California and just take the southern route and just keep going through the states and support my family. You know what I mean? Just support this little family of light, you know, just traveling down through the states. So we're going to do that. I don't really know how yet. I mean, it'd be ideal to have like an RV or something, but I don't have an RV. And I'm not sure I really want to do it in a pop-up camper. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just figure out, see if it happens. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But there's probably a good chance that something will happen, and we'll end up just slowly taking our time and just traveling the country, and just, you know, I'll just be doing my reconnection thing, and you know, just see what happens. This video I will make. So I said I wasn't going to do any more videos about recording people because I don't really. To me, I don't really see the value. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you see somebody just, you know, going through these really strong registers on the table, so what? So what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with that. It's really about how these changes happen in your life. What I should really do is just post all the emails I get from people after I reconnect them, because they're actually brilliant how they word these changes they see in their life. They're so brilliant, and they're really subtle. But you know something's different. You know what I mean? Like there's something different. But see, I don't really see the value in showing somebody on the table, you know, just doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And another thing is I had this guy in Ohio, and he had drove from Georgia, man. He had drove hours and hours and hours to get there. And I kind of felt like I was his last resort. You know what I mean? Like, I got the feeling like he really didn't want to be on this planet. And then he was desperate, and he was reaching. He's reaching out. And he drove, I don't know, 12 hours to come see me. And then during the session, it was very subtle. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like some crazy registers, you know what I mean? And a lot of them are subtle. You know, I'd say like 85% of them definitely feel something to where it's like, oh, there was something going on there. I don't know what it's going on. I'll have to process this, but every once in a while, man, somebody will come and they just won't really have really strong registers or a really strong experience. And it just so happens that it was this guy came up, and he just didn't have registers. Now I know that what happened worked, but how can I tell him that? You know what I mean? I mean, this guy comes in really depressed, and he's really expecting this life-changing experience on the table, and then he doesn't get it, and I can just tell, you know, after the session he was just super melancholy, man, and I'm not sure he would have been that way if I wouldn't have posted those videos about people, you know, having those really strong registers. So I don't know. I mean, when I made those videos, I was like, hey man, this is like 5 to 10% of the people have the registers this strong. You know what I mean? I mean, most people, I would say 70% of the people have. It's always weird. It seems like the cities are actually different. Like, I'll have a city where like almost everybody immediately like starts crying, like right off the bat. And then I'll have people, you know, another city where most people like start their floaters. You know, they'll start floating off the table with their arms and, you know, or a leg. And then I have a city where just like everybody seems to like just sit there and just vibrate. It's really weird, but there is some kind of thing going on. But I don't know what that is, and I don't really think it means anything. But so this is the last video, maybe the last video. I mean, I don't know why people want to record these. They're not like a QHHT session. You know what I mean? It's not like you're sitting there talking. Saying a bunch of cool stuff. You're just laying there, you know what I mean? And the vibration that you're feeling on the inside and the vibration that I see, the cameras don't really pick it up that well. You know what I mean? Like, why do you want to see your hands just vibrate? I mean, it doesn't, like, if you watch it back, I don't know. I just don't think that, I don't know. If you want to record a healing session, then go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to record the reconnections because I'm just not going to do that. But you know, so if you want to record, that's cool. But I'm not going to record, and I'm probably not going to post anymore because I'm going to get back to just talking about regular stuff. You know, things like me and my stepmom and how it's so amazing that I'm watching this play out. Like, she's not going to rise to my frequency. She can't handle it. It's just not going to happen. And so to watch this self-implosion, these anxiety attacks, these unnecessary like anxiety attacks, it's truly amazing. Because as I'm sitting here watching this play out, you know what I mean, this little thing happened, you know, with my stepmom. It's like, it's perfect to me. Like, all the crazy stuff that, in my opinion, that she does and stuff, it's like, so it's perfect for her. I can just, like, there's like this perfection in this. It's insane. It's really interesting. It's almost magical to watch somebody. I don't know. It's just tough to put into words. But man, family is interesting. I love family because it's blood. You know what I mean? Unless it's, you know, an in-law, but still, you know, it's family. So it's just been really interesting to watch this crazy implosion of somebody that just can't match your frequency, and they have to get away. And since this is her house, then I have to get away. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's interesting to have this different view as things are unfolding. And so yeah, it's been cool. So let me just wrap this up with this dude. So I was in Florida, and I had missed my plane flight, so I had to take 4 days of sessions and jam them into 3. So one day, man, I had, I think, 10 in a row. I had 10 sessions in a row, and that's way too many. That's crazy. I don't ever want to do that again. Like, I just want to keep it like 5 max. 5's a lot, man. That's a lot. Also, this dude calls, and he's like, hey man, I want to get a session. I was like, I don't have time. I can't fit you in. And he's like, hey man, I got a YouTube channel. You know, I got like 32,000 subscribers. I'd like to make a video on it. He's like, my name's Nick Anderson, and so I was like, you know, I've seen where, you know, it's nice to collaborate on videos and with other YouTubers. So I was like, okay, man, I'll squeeze you in right before I leave for the airport. And I really don't know. I went to his channel, and his channel's like totally. It's all about, you know, how to market yourself, how to make money. It's really how to make money, which is what I actually I need to. I should be watching his videos to learn how to market. You know, how to make money, because I need to make money to support my family. For some reason, people think I'm rich. Like, I don't know where that... I guess when you look at the house we're in Mexico, you're like, oh, God, this guy's just, like, pimping. But that's not exactly the case. I do live a life of abundance, but it's not what you think. So I was like, okay, man, you can come over, and... on the day that I'm leaving, and he said, I'll bring the camera guy, and, you know, all that. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then when he shows up, I'm like, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, he might just lay there. This might be, like, so super boring visualize, you know, if they have a camera. Because not everybody has registers, you know what I mean? Like, so, so right when he came in, I was thinking, like, is this guy, like, trying to, like, debunk me or something? I don't really know what's going on. And as soon as I met him, like, so, you know, why are you here? What's going on? And then he started talking about he's like on this kind of like this spiritual quest, and he had asked God for a sign, and then he stumbled across one of my videos. I was like, okay, cool, okay, you're at the right place then. You know, that'll work. Let's do this. So I'm not even really going to talk about it. I just like the session was like 30 minutes long. I just, you know, and he didn't do this flipping around stuff for like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, he probably did it for, I don't know, 15 minutes. So I'll just show you a little bit of that. I don't know, like 2-3 minutes of that. But he does say some kind of interesting things. Him and his buddy, they say some interesting things afterwards. And I haven't seen it in a long time because it's been like several cities ago when this happened. But I remember when I was watching it for the first time, I was like, okay, I'll probably cut all this stuff out. And then as I was watching, I was like, no, that's perfect. What they said, perfect. So I'll just let it play for them. So, you know, if you're just watching me to watch a video, then you're probably done now. But if you want to see this dude's session, what happens and what he says afterwards, it's kind of cool. I would have never worded anything like this, but yeah, it's kind of cool. So I hope what happens with Nick and how his life unfolds after this is just like perfect for him. So thanks, Nick, for driving from Miami to shoot this video. And oh, and he actually made a video about this session on his website, Nick Anderson, on his YouTube channel, Nick Anderson. So is there anything else I want to say? I want to try to go to some more states before I go back to Mexico. I don't know, man. I think that's it. About my stepmom frequency. So I'm not going to have Wi-Fi because I'm going to be at this guy's place in Michigan. So I'm not going to have Wi-Fi for like 5 days. But who knows, man, I might just shoot like 15 videos at this place. I might just get in the right mood because, man, I'm kind of tired. Get a little thing in my throat. My kids have been on and off sick, and it seems like every place we go, people are sick, and I have just been like, just not sick, just riding it out. And as soon as I got done with these reconnections, maybe I like let down my guard, and I'm feeling a little like twinge in my throat. Who knows? It'll probably be gone in an hour. But okay, man. Thanks for checking out my stuff. I know I got some people out there that really dig my videos, and I think I'm actually helping people. I remember when I mentioned this in a couple of my videos that I live in such a bubble world that I just think that people think like I do. Like I do. And then I realized that like not too many people think like I do. so I guess that's why I make these videos. Because people need a different perspective on things. I could have actually made a full like 30-minute video on this stepmom issue that I'm having. Like it's truly amazing for me to watch how we're creating. I didn't even want to get into it, but anyway, man. So here's Nick. I hope you dig it, and okay, peace. Just be aware of any sensations in your body. Okay. And okay. Go ahead and close your eyes, and I will tap you right here when I'm done.
Yeah, that was powerful.
Yeah, now I'm jealous.
Holy cow, I was twitching. I was flopping like a fish at some points. You still recording?
Yeah. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, that was amazing. I don't know what you're doing, man. Maybe you can explain to everyone watching, but like a little bit of that. But I just felt like sensations in certain parts of my body at different times. Probably where you were moving your hand or something. My eyes were closed the whole time, so I didn't know where it was. I could feel when you had your hand probably over my head because everything over here was going all over the place. And I could feel when you moved to one side or something, part of my face would start twitching. So,
nice.
What were you feeling in a way? Like, was it just the energy and guiding?
Yeah, I just it feels like it kind of feels like I have if you take a vacuum cleaner, take the hose and you suck it to your hand, you know that sensation you get in your palm. So I kind of just get those sensations and I'm just kind of playing around. I'm just feeling and I'm watching you, how you react. So as soon as I see you start to your eyes start twitching or any of your responses to the frequencies, then I'll try to like magnify that. You know what I mean? I'll try to make that stronger. I'm not sending you any energy. Like nothing's coming from me. It's these frequencies coming through me to you, and I just am an antenna. And so when you're on the table, and I like when people start laughing. Like I've had people just go into laughing.
It felt so good, and then certain moments it felt goofy to the point where I just like, because it felt so good, my way of dealing with it is just cracking up and chuckling.
I love that.
Because most people think this type of stuff is like, an exorcism in a way, to where they don't understand it. You don't understand what's going on, to where I feel so much better after that.
Nice.
Like I feel a lot more grounded, a lot more centered, because for those of you guys that know, I didn't even sleep last night, so we showed up here and I was kind of out of it completely mentally and physically in my body too. I felt my back was really bothering me.
You look like you were adjusting yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I got really uncomfortable at some points. Not in the pain anyway, just uncomfortableness because of a certain part of my spine that's been bothering me for years. And now it feels so much better throughout the course of everything. Nice. So, wow. Yeah, that's powerful. I've never had that done before.
Cool.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless right now. It's funny.
Cool.
Normally on video I'm not at a loss for words, but right now I kind of
Did you have any colors or so what else besides the tingling and besides that did you could you see any colors or any visions or
I couldn't see any visions. It was more so just physical sensations more so than anything, and just a lot of up here a lot, because that's where I am a lot of the time. That's why I stay up late at night, my mind's racing, so more so than anything, just like feeling parts, energy in my brain moving
So
around.
let's see if you can feel these for yourself now. So take your hands and spread your hands and put them about a foot apart. And imagine that you have a little hook right here and a little hook right here, and it's connected with a string, but like a cobweb. So you don't want to go too fast. So move one hand and see if you can feel that happening in your other hand.
It's funny that you say that. I tried that before while I was laying in bed.
We did this out in Italy too, where we
I
were
thought it was
with,
a
big
goofy.
group of us. I can feel something.
Usually when you feel it, it starts off really subtle.
Very subtle right now.
And then the more you bring your attention to it, it gets stronger and stronger. And then it'll get to the point to where it literally feels like light is dripping off of you. Like there was one time when I kind of like to do this. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just playing. But it literally feels like light is dripping off of my fingers, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like doing any ritual.
So wait, there's this video on YouTube of this guy that puts his hand on a piece of paper, lights the paper on fire, and there's a lot of people in the comments saying it's fake, saying it isn't real. So it's basically, is that chi energy?
That's chi.
Chi.
Yeah, this is not chi.
Okay.
This is not my energy.
I want to learn chi.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, fire.
It's like, I need to smoke. Oh,
Yeah.
Here you go.
Hey, bro.
Got the light for it.
Yeah. Cool, man. I'm glad
That's
you
awesome.
dug it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play around with that. Definitely gonna plug everyone over to your channel. I'm
Awesome,
gonna do
man.
a talk after this as well too,
Okay,
and kind of
cool.
explain a little bit more after I digest everything that just happened
Okay.
for it too. But
Yeah, prep them before they come to my channel because I talk about some down the rabbit hole. But you know, the funny thing is you talk about business, and I talk more about this field of consciousness that connects us, but it's the same thing. How you're successful in your life it's the same mindset as what I talk about. So
absolutely,
I think some people
and
might-
a lot of our audience believes in energy because we talk a lot about that too. Because everything is energy. Energy is the currency of the universe. You know, when you pay attention to something, you purchase that experience.
Exactly.
So for a lot of things we talk about, when you learn to harness like more positive energy and put that in your business, people can feel that from you.
Absolutely.
And that attracts more positive people. So in a way, a lot of people out there that think it's kooky, it's just because they don't understand. A lack of understanding dictates like perception on how they view what we do.
Absolutely.
View what you do, especially. Because when I was 18, 19 years old, I would have looked at something like that and be like, oh, those are just actors.
Yeah, totally.
Just
totally.
actors.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, until you experience it for yourself, until you guys experience it for yourself, then, you know, then you really are a believer of energy. And it's not anything, you know,
It's just
freaky deaky,
because-
like ghosts or all this stuff. It's none of that. It's all positive.
Well, I was
energy.
third party, bro. I'm the one over here recording this, and I'm like geeking out. You know, I'm like what is going on here?
That's cool. That's cool.
Alrighty. Well,
thanks, man.
I
for
appreciate everything.
stopping
Yeah,
over.
I appreciate it all.
That's dope.
That's amazing stuff. I know you got to catch your flight here pretty soon too. So
Yeah.
So if anything, I mean, we'll get moving, head back to Miami and all that.
Awesome,
But we'll be
man.
in touch definitely. I got your number. We can put some stuff together business wise.
I need some help with my entrepreneur business going on, so I appreciate your help.
Yeah, we got you.
And awesome.
We got you. Yo, this is yo, right when I did that, right when I turned it, so I don't know if you know this, right when I just turned it right there, the video was 3333. When he did his like one of his laughs, I like looked back down at the camera because I'm like he started laughing and it was 1111.
Wow.
And just like your head. Yeah. So it just goes to there's way more to this than meets the eye, obviously. But I mean, like I said, there's a reason why what he does is what he does, and why you have to respect his work. Go check it out. It's worth it. And whatever he has, purchase it. Make sense? I'm being honest, man. If you don't spend money where money is supposed to be, it's a transfer of currency.
Absolutely, guys. So if anything, I mean, this is kind of like just handheld video. We got this on a tripod here. Go check them out. Leave a link in the description below if you guys are. Obviously, we're gonna mesh this all together somehow.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if you even need to do like a video afterwards explaining, because like it's even like this is that great of a video. I mean, you probably can agree. Comment, like, subscribe, smash that little bell notification if you want to see more videos like this. But you have to think about it. What else more can Nick even say? I mean, we witnessed him on the bed, and it wasn't like something that was fake. You can't fake that. It's not like we're like, okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna come in here, you're gonna lay on the bed and do some little jiggles or something like that, laugh. You see, I know Nick for Nick, and what some of you across this video don't know Nick. Nick has sometimes a hard time getting back to even his laughter, and what you could experience there is he was getting healed. If you notice that, he wasn't just laughing because it was like little tickles and stuff like that. It's him getting healed, and a lot of us need to be healed, right? And you don't ask for help, like, you know, you don't basically ask for help because you're weak. You ask for help to remain strong. So you have to understand, like you have to look for help sometimes to get yourself and your body and everything, even in business too as well. Don't be scared to ask for help, and obviously reach out to the man, the myth, the legend. And I mean, again, think about how crazy it was. Nick was explaining to me, I thought he was almost gonna go like nuts with this idea of like, hey, we're gonna go meet some guy in Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, why in Fort Lauderdale? We're from Miami, Florida. He's like, you know, I saw this video and it just felt right. Like, you know, the way they even got to the video on YouTube, that's even an experience too as well. And like, just me not saying, hey, you know, just you go do it yourself. I was like, well, I'm kind of curious, you know, to see what this is all about.
and curiosity always wins. Once you're curious and you come here and you experience it, now I'm almost jealous because I didn't get one. I want to get a little healing session in, you know. So that's probably what you're thinking too. So, you know, we believe in you wherever you are across this world. Never give up on yourself. It's all about ranking up now. It's all about, you know, going to the next level, and be excited that you at least have a community here. You know, wherever you are in the world, don't feel like you're lost. Just get a part of something and feel better. So, anything else you want to add though, Nick? I mean, last thing.
With that being said, you guys,
I wouldn't mind adding one thing.
Yeah, please.
My advice would be follow your highest excitement to the best of your ability without the need for it to play out exactly the way you want it to play out. And dude, your life will become magic. Trust yourself. Quit asking other people what to do. You know what to do. Trust yourself. And that's it, bro.
That was a nugget.
I think, I don't know, we should just leave it at that.
I mean, I really do. I don't know what else. I don't know what else there is. Like you can go and like take it all in and then go write stuff down and stuff. But it's really just like we're in the moment right now. When you're out of the moment, it doesn't just. This is it. You did it.
Absolutely.
And I was proud of you. I was like, dude, that is really cool. Like that was a healing session. I can tell. Like even from your posture and the way your face is right now, you had an amazing experience.
Yeah, I just feel amazing. Like I said, a loss for words. So it's something where feeling is believing. You know, most of my life I've spent up here, thinking how to strategize my way through life. And maybe you can relate where you feel as if you're thinking your way through things, and it's almost driving you to the point where it's keeping you up at night. You're struggling with, you know, anxiety. You're struggling with stress. You're struggling with, you know, all these different things that are overwhelming you to the point where learning how to get back in your body, where you can be a human being. We're human beings. We're not human doings. Okay? So we think we have to do everything throughout life, but you just have to be throughout life in the way that you want to be, your authentic self, and how you operate through your business. And that way it's going to allow you to attract, like we say, higher quality people, you know, that are in tune with higher frequencies. And then your mission is to help lift other people up on this planet. You know, that's what we're all here for. You know, aside from the money, yes, we talk a lot about money, income, businesses, funnels, lead generation strategies, all this stuff that we talk about up, you know, up here to, you know, get people interested. But at the same time, it's about the heart, right? It's about helping change people's lives. You know, that's what it's about. That's just what he does. You know, changes people's lives for the better, for the healing. You know, and everyone needs healing, whether you think you need it or not. You know, you need healing. You can do it this way. You can do drugs if you want to. Yeah. I mean, you can go to take drugs. You know, but at the same time, drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. don't do any of that. But this is the legal drug.
Yeah,
the best drug for you that you can take. You know, best drug for your body.
Straight lining the universe's energy.
There we go. Laced on life right now. LacedOnLife.com.
Yeah.